Gentlemen, I don't want you to go anywhere. I'm going to see if my roadie is backstage, Chuka. But right now, while I go and find Chuka, please welcome back on stage my mate, Lee Turner. Great music, great mate.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together once again for the legendary Col Elliot. Col's personal roadie for the last 40 years. Please welcome to the stage, he wants to do his own thing, Chuka Bass.
So I'm Col Elliot's roadie, and I'm going to sing a song about my girlfriend Margie. Oh, her name's Julie, but we call her Margie because she spreads easy. So when I sing him, you guys have got to sing him. When I sing A, you guys have got to sing A. I sing A, you guys are singing A, and we'll do this thing together. Goes like this. Where she come round here, I just about midnight. She makes me feel so good. She makes me feel alright. And her name is M. A. G. Oh, yo, 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 you get my G, my G. First time I met her, she said, I heard a rumour you got a 12-inch dick. I said, I know, I started the rumour. She said, why don't you come round my place Friday night, there'll be no one home. So I got there Friday night, there was no one home. And her name was M. A. G. Oh, yo, 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 yeah, my G. The next time I saw her was a footy club pie night. I looked across the room and I saw two blue eyes, one blue that way, one blue that way. She was a big Sheila, she was big enough to have her own postcode. She come walking towards me so much I was having a good time. She stopped in front of me, dropped her purse. She bent down to pick it up and the elastic on her knickers snapped and wiped the jugs off the president's table. Her name was M. A. G. Oh, yo, 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 you get my G, yo, my G. She took me back to her place. She said, I'll go get changed, why don't you slip into something more comfortable? So I went next door and knocked off her sister. Her name was G. L. O. R. Oh, yo, 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 H-L-O-R-I-A, Gloria, the sister of my heart. When I come back, there was Margie standing there naked. Shit, it was horrible. I looked down and noticed she was wearing mohair socks. And then I looked again and realised her bikini line started at her ankles. She said, let's get into a bit of kinky and erotic sex. Kinky's like when you use a feather, and erotic's when you use a whole friggin' chook. I said, I can't do nothing, Red Rooster's closed. You know what she did? She got a mouthful of water, she went flood, 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 started turning the light on, started lightning, lightning, flood, started kicking the door, thunder, thunder, lightning. She said, let's get into it. I said, I'm not rude in this weather. I just got to say I wasn't always a roadie. I've had a bit of trouble with my girlfriend. We broke up. It's been a bit hard this week. You know, I tried that phone sex, but man, Sheila kept saying to me, are you touching yourself? I said, yeah. She said, how do you feel? I said, pretty embarrassed. There's a lot of people want to use this phone box. It's not been a good week, you know. We was doing a gig in Sydney, and I walked through the car park, me and Margie, and I saw this dog scratching its back. I said, Margie, when we get home, you'll be able to do that for me. By the time she looked around, it was licking its balls, and she's definitely not talking to me now. It's been a bit, and you know, Sheilas know when you're single, don't they? They just know. You know, I went to the supermarket yesterday and I got an orange, an egg and a banana. She said, you're single, aren't you? I said, how'd you know? She said, you're fucking ugly. I wasn't always a roadie. I was actually going to be an author. I was going to write a book, but I saw one in a shop for $3. I thought, oh, fuck it, I'll buy one, you know. I went for one job and the foreman said, can you make a cup of tea? I said, yeah. He said, can you drive a forklift? I said, shit, how big's a kettle? And I had one job in a bakery, but I got sacked for putting me dick in the donut maker. She got sacked too. When I went to school in Melbourne, to St Michael's, and I was in the wrestling team at St Michael's. They showed me all the holds, like, you know, full Nelson, half Nelson, Father Nelson, and I left after Father Patrick, but it doesn't matter. I had one bout in the wrestling team, but I was disqualified for using too much initiative. That's what they wrote. Too much initiative. I was wrestling this big hairy bastard, and he had me in a sort of step over dick lock or something. I know I was up myself for most of the round, and just before the bell I looked up and I saw an opening. And then I saw a set of knackers. So I bit the bastards. Then I picked him up with one hand, man, I threw him straight out of the ring. You've got no idea the strength you get when you bite your own balls. You get a bit of a rush. But anyway, now I know what I'm going to be. I'm going to be a blues poet, like Bob Dylan was, because I worked with Bob Dylan. Mr. Elliot lent me out to Bob Dylan a couple of years ago, and I was his frontline roadie. Man, never forget what he said to me backstage, get out of the fucking road, man. And I did. But I thought I got inspiration. Now I'm going to be a blues poet like Bob Dylan. Nah, because man, I got a message. I'm a constipationist. I'm worried about all the pollution, all the KFCs in the air. No, not CFCs, KFCs, Kookaburras and fucking crows. I'll give you a bit of my new act, and you will appreciate how cool I am, man. Why did they put the Queen's head on a stamp? Because if they put her ass in it, you wouldn't friggin' lick it. If a circle's round, what shape is sex? Give us a root and we'll call it square. What's the difference between a kiwi and the photo of a kiwi? The photo's developed. What's the difference between a walrus and Tupperware? Not a lot, they're both looking for a tight seal.